Gentlemen, welcome to Halloween Daily, where every day is Halloween. Thanks so much for hanging out and talking to us today.
Pleasure to be here.
Excellent.
Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Me
Well,
too. Me
I
too.
was going to ask that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halloween Daily. That sounds amazing. That's my type of year.
Well, I take that as high compliment, high praise. Again, I was just talking to Jake and telling him how exciting it is for me and for us here at Halloween Daily. Anytime we can talk about a new Halloween horror movie that we can add to
Yeah.
the October playlist, and everybody's going to be watching Haunt Season this Halloween, I believe. I think horror fans are going to love it. And
Yeah.
you guys are both in the film, and you're also producers.
Mhm.
For each of you, what was it about this project that excited you the most to help bring Haunt Season to life? And yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, Greg. We'll
Uh,
start with you.
well, the very first, most obvious thing is that I would just believe in Jake. He just I worked with him. I've worked with him for a long time on a web series called Platoon of Power Squadron, and I just knew, and this has just been something he's wanted for so long, is to make a movie, and I knew that he would do a really good job, and I just wanted to be a part of it. And then also, oh, I don't know if I want to spoil it. Never mind, I don't want to spoil
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
That'll
I was
be
gonna
another
say
conversation for another time.
Yeah, yeah,
the same thing. I'm just a big Jake Jarvie fan. I was a big Jake Jarvie fan before we were working together, and then when he was done doing Platoon of Power Squadron, and I needed some help, I was like, I need to work with this guy. So Jake and I have been working together a long time because I'm a huge fan of his work. And jokingly, when he's like, "Hey, let's move some things in the schedule for me to make a horror movie," I was like, "Can I die in it?" Those two things.
Spoilers, Rob. Spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
Spoilers.
not necessarily a spoiler. They don't.
No.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
That was just your initial response. You don't
that's
know
true.
what he
Right.
said.
Yeah, you don't know
That's
how I
true.
got it.
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
Do you guys like this genre like we do? Do you like the Halloween subgenre of horror?
I will
Huge.
say that there's a lot of horror movies that I love. I've never been super deep into horror. I'm not very knowledgeable about the obscure horror movies as much as Jake is. I've learned that I need to learn more hanging around Jake. But yeah, of course. Like I grew up watching Nightmare on Elm Street movies, probably too young to watch them, but I watched those. Um, Scream is one of my favorite movies, actually. So
Yeah.
of course, horror is
Yeah.
great. And
Me and
Rob,
my
you were
wife are
not,
huge.
yeah, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
me and my wife are huge horror fans. Especially our favorite franchise is Friday the 13th. We probably watched it through like 7 times. And during 2020, we watched the four main horror franchises of Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday, and Air Bud all in a row. And that was like how we got through 2020.
Airbud isn't that much of a horror movie, though. I would say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not quite as scary, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I might need to rewatch it now. I don't know. Maybe it is, and I missed
when
something.
he plays football, he does get tackled. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty horrific. Yeah,
Yeah. Sure.
they
Yeah.
tackle a dog.
That
Yeah,
is pretty scary. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That was like the palate cleanser between them. You know.
Yeah.
with Haunt Season, one of my favorite things about the film is the soundtrack, both the score and the songs. And I figured you guys might have some opinions or some thoughts on this. What, in your opinion, makes a great Halloween song? We love Halloween music, whether it is specifically about Halloween or just lends itself to the holiday and becomes a staple. What would you say makes a great Halloween song?
Huh.
Halloween
Well,
doesn't have enough. Halloween doesn't have enough songs. First off,
Right.
yeah.
we got the Monster Mash, and like we need more.
More.
With my
Yeah.
band, 1st of October, we try to make a new Halloween song every year. I would say first off, 7-string guitars helps me a lot.
Nice.
A
Yeah.
lot of that on the movie.
I think, well, if we're talking like like a funny song like Monster Mash, I guess, yeah, a good Halloween song has to be, upbeat and silly. But like if we're talking about a good soundtrack or something to scare you, I think a
Yeah.
good thumping heartbeat, like very steady sort of do 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 to match your heart, I think, and then maybe even like change the tempo and speed it up a little so that you speed. If you tried that, Rob, have you tried a song like that? Where you,
Yeah, I usually slow the tempo down at the end.
Okay.
Spooky.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, what change is very metal.
Yeah, I think a good solid beat, straightforward heartbeat beat is a good way to have a scary song.
Keep that.
We actually have
yeah. What's that, Rob?
Well, there's a pretty cool story about the song that's in the finale, the most prominent one of my tunes that's in there. It's me and Jake. Yeah, me and Jake made this video for my YouTube channel. I make lighthearted music stuff on my YouTube channel, and one of the videos was me and my friend had to make a piano in a day, and then I had to make a song with it. And it ended up sounding demented and spooky, and we just called it Murder Piano. And then it ended up working great in the movie. Yeah. Like, that's just a box with strings on it that we put on in a day.
Yeah.
And it's got that thump. Yeah. So and it actually, like, it works out. It sounds demented and tormented and evil.
So does it sound slightly like dissonant, like out of tune? Like
it did not stay in tune at all. Like it's
not being in tune is another good thing for a scary song. Yeah.
I think so too. Do you guys the whole film, for people that don't know, it's set during haunt season on Halloween at a haunt. Do you guys go to haunts? Are you familiar with the haunt scene at all? What are your experiences with haunts in real life?
I've been to a fan. Yeah.
You go ahead, Greg. You go ahead.
I've been to several haunted houses, but not enough. Probably, I probably should go to more. I remember one of my favorite gags was a guy who jumps out with a chainsaw and like chases after you, and like, I mean, apparently, I assume the chainsaw was fake, but it was scary as hell.
That's real in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love haunted houses. I worked in one for one day.
Nice.
And scared a lot of people. It was a good time.
And Jake was telling us how this one was shot in a real working haunted house. It's been around for a couple decades, and that must have been pretty cool to be able to be around that environment for the time that you guys were there.
Yeah, it really is. It really is getting to see it without all the actors and gags.
Right.
It's cool. It's just like being in it's kind of like being in a film set, you know?
And it's so, I mean, it lended itself to being just authentic. Like the movie just feels very real. Like this is just a real place, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely felt like it could happen in a haunt and very authentic. And I love that. I love the whole scene of it and everything, and just all the Halloween atmosphere that it's filled with. I think horror fans are really going to dig watching it this Halloween season, this haunt season. Before we let you go for our last couple minutes on Halloween, the holiday itself, you've already kind of hit on it, how much you like it. I don't have to ask that, but what is Halloween to you? What does it mean to you guys when this most wonderful time of year rolls around?
I like when I depends on how much effort I put in. Some years I haven't put in as much effort, but when I put in more effort, I really like creating the costume and just like becoming another person. I think it's really fun to try. It's a fun challenge to try to make something good enough that people like know exactly who you are right away, and they want to play along because you're just like so into the character. Like one year I was Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken, and that was like my best costume I've ever done. everyone loved it.
Yeah. If you're a chicken, it's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Pretty yeah.
My wife and I, mainly my wife, turns our place into basically a haunted house, and then we throw a party every Halloween.
Oh, awesome! So you guys, you do it up.
We do.
Am I invited this year, Rob?
I never tell Craig because I don't want him there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Now the cat's out of the bag.
In Wisconsin. You're just in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's true. I'm far away.
Yeah, he's very far. But yeah, you're fine. I'll see you there.
Okay.
You go all out. Now, and Craig, you just already mentioned yours, but we always ask what your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn is, and then also your favorite Halloween candy or treat.
Okay, so I'll say that my favorite Halloween costume was Colonel Sanders, but my second favorite was probably Scrooge McDuck. And then Halloween treat. I mean, whew. It's not only Halloween treat, but I guess probably Twix. I just like Twix, you know?
Yeah. Love it.
Mhm.
Favorite Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's too much of a all mine are too much of a stretch. I want to go with Ben Tramer this year.
What was that?
One person will know it. Ben Tramer.
Oh.
Oh, we know it.
A minor character in the first Halloween movie. I need to come up with a better.
I love it. Yeah, we know Ben Tramer.
Yeah, you know Ben Tramer.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm Ben Tramer. The dreamy Ben Tramer.
How about your favorite candy, Rob?
Oh, my favorite candy. Gotta go Kit Kats. Unless I'm with 4 more people.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, if you're with 4 more people, right.
Yeah.
It's like the Twix. I mean, you don't want to be around anybody else, or then you're going to be forced to share.
Yeah, I know. It lends itself to sharing, which is the worst thing about it. Yeah.
Well, Halloween is the time for sharing. Really, I mean, it's free candy for everybody. So
Yeah.
it's the time for scaring. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Well, again, gentlemen, this has been a blast talking to you guys. I know our audience is going to love haunt season. It's out this October. I loved it, and I really appreciate you being here. And of course, we just want to wish you both a very happy Halloween.
Yeah. Thank you.
Happy
pleasure
Halloween.
to be here. Nice to meet you, and happy Halloween.